Hey Molly, how are you this morning?
Good.
Good, thank you for coming in.
Welcome.
Well, just before we start, I have to go over the rules of confidentiality. That means that whatever you and I talk about stays between you and me, unless I feel like you're going to hurt yourself or hurt someone else, or if the courts tell me that I have to. That'll be the only time that we'll break it, okay?
Good.
Sound good?
Yes.
All right, so how was your morning?
Good. We got to play baseball.
You did? You got to play baseball this morning? Tell me about it.
I just broke Mrs. Beecham's finger.
How'd that happen?
We both did not have no gloves, so.
Okay, so you were playing baseball this morning.
Yeah.
You didn't have gloves, and
Yeah.
that caused you to almost break your finger.
Yep, and I just fell in snow.
Oh my goodness. So because we had the 2 hour delay, you were able to play a little bit. Do they live by you?
No.
Did you play here at school? Oh, okay, gotcha. So you were out at the playground and you were playing baseball a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else was playing with you?
Just me and her.
Oh, just you two? Oh, that's fun. That's a nice connection.
Yeah.
Good. Do you like playing things with Mrs. Beecham?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Good.
Tonight, maybe you can call my mom and tell her that I need to bring a glove tomorrow.
Okay. So,
for baseball with me and her.
So if you do play baseball again, you want to make
Yeah.
sure you have gloves. Okay, I can do that.
Okay, so we don't break any fingers or anybody's.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen. So is that something that you did? You said before school.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just got here a little early, so you played baseball. Okay, well that's good. So is that something that you want to do in the future if you get to take a break?
Probably.
Yeah. What else do you like to do when you take a break?
Play soccer.
Oh, that's right. You do play soccer. Do you play that in the gym? Okay. Do you like playing soccer? Yeah. What's your favorite part of soccer?
When we get a yell in the gym sometimes.
Oh, so you like soccer because you get a yell in the gym. Ah, I see. Okay. So what else do you like to do when you take your breaks?
Sometimes read.
You like to read?
Yeah.
Okay. So you like to play baseball. That's a new one. You like to play soccer, and you like to read when you take a break. Do you get to make a choice when you have a break time?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll play with Braylon in 3rd grade.
Okay. You do.
Soccer.
You play soccer in the gym with Braylon?
Dodgeball.
Okay. Oh, so dodgeball is another option that you can have. So you have 4 different options that you can choose from. How does that make you feel to have those options?
Really happy.
Yeah. So when are the times that you take those breaks?
Usually, couple times a day.
Okay. So maybe 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon? Yeah. What happens before you take a break?
Usually, I have to do a problem and I get to go with the break.
Okay, so you do something and then after you do that, then you get to take a break. How's that going for you?
Good.
Do you like that? Is that helping you get through the day?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you like most about it?
Sometimes I could choose where I get to go.
So having the choice
Yeah.
makes you feel better about it? Okay. Does it make you feel like you're getting some stuff done in school? Do you feel more successful in school? Okay. How so?
Because I get to take breaks when she knows I need them.
Okay. When are those times that you know you need a break?
Usually before lunch, after recess sometimes, then in the morning, and when we switch, then when we get done, I take another break.
Okay. So are those times that you feel, how do you feel at those times?
Sometimes happy when I get to play soccer.
Okay. What happens, so you say before lunch, sometimes in the morning, after recess, those are times that you take those breaks. Why are those times?
Then before we go, then I get to play soccer.
Okay.
Before we get dismissed.
Okay. So why are those times that you get to take a break? Are those busy times? Are those hard times? Are those easy times?
I don't know why Mrs. Miller chose those times.
Okay. Just to put in a break for you?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just built-in breaks, not specific.
Yeah.
So those are built-in breaks. Are there other times that you need to take a break that aren't built in, that aren't scheduled?
No.
No? You just take the scheduled breaks? Okay. Well, that's good. So let's switch gears a little bit. How was yesterday? What was going on at lunch yesterday? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Usually me and Brody do not get along, but Miss Harrison thinks we don't really get along that much, but sometimes we do.
Okay. And so what happened yesterday?
So then first I screamed and yelled in the classroom, and I moved to the end.
Okay.
And then Brody came in, and Abby went in front of me,
Okay.
and I went in front of her again. Then Mr. Harrison told me to get back at the other line, and I went out, and then Erin came. Then Mr. Harrison told her to get in front of me, so I don't sit by Brody. Then that's when I ran down the hall.
Okay. All right, so let me get this straight. Okay, so yesterday you were lining up for lunch, and you and Brody lined up next to each other, and then Abby came and got in front of you, and you didn't like that. So Mr. Harrison made you move to the end of the line because you yelled, correct? Okay. And then Erin came, and you were still by Brody at the time, so Mr. Harrison put Erin in between you and Brody, and you didn't like that because you and Brody do get along, and you were
Sometimes.
okay, but you were getting along yesterday, so you felt it was okay, or
Yeah.
okay. So Mr. Harrison just misunderstood and put Erin in between you two, and that made you upset. So that's why you ran down the hall. Okay. Am I getting that right?
Yep.
Okay. So how did that all make you feel?
Mad.
Okay. And that's why you ran down the hall? Okay. So you felt mad because Mr. Harrison just wasn't understanding the situation, right? Okay. So what should we do in that case? Because you got in trouble for running, correct?
Tell him in a polite way, not in a mean way.
Okay, so what would that sound like?
Like us and you talking.
Like, yeah, like we're talking right now. That's a great voice. Yeah, I like that. So do you want to practice that with me?
Mm-mm.
You don't want to practice? Okay. Well, let's talk. What could you say then? If you don't want to practice with me, it's okay. But what could you say to him?
Mr. Harrison, can you please understand this, that me and Brody sometimes get along?
Okay. And what do you think he would say to you?
Maybe.
Maybe? Do you think he would listen to you then?
Probably.
Okay.
If I'm not yelling at him.
Okay. That's a good, yeah. I think that if you're not yelling, he would listen. That's a good idea. Were you guys getting along that day? Like you said you were? So do you think if he saw that maybe he would believe you that day? Okay. When are times that you and Brody don't get along?
Usually when I'm mad.
Okay.
Usually when I don't get my way.
Okay.
Usually when he goes slow down the hall.
You don't like that?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And sometimes he stops and I just about fall over him.
Okay. So you don't like that either?
No.
Okay. How does that make you feel when he does
Mad.
that? Okay. So what do you do when you get mad at him? And
Usually I yell.
okay. So Mr. Harrison sees that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if he's seeing this, then do you understand why he put Erin in between you?
Yes.
Yeah. So, if you understand that he put Erin in between you because he knows that you fight, do you think that you could understand and just kind of keep going? Or would you still feel better about explaining to him that you guys sometimes get along?
Explain.
You think you would still feel better if you explained it to him? Okay. Do you think it's something that maybe you could prove to him sometimes? How could you do that?
By saying please and thank you.
Okay.
That too.
To Mr. Harrison or to Brody?
Both.
To both? Okay. So maybe after some time, Mr. Harrison would see that you're getting along. Okay. So that's another idea too. So what we've come up with is that you would tell Mr. Harrison in a nice voice, just like you expressed to me that we're talking right now. You would express to him that you guys are getting along, right? And sometimes you might even prove to him that you can get along, right? And if Brody does stop in front of you, what did you say you're going to do if Brody does stop in front of you and you
Please
fall?
go faster.
Okay.
Or please do not do that again.
Okay, so you tell him in a nice voice. Perfect. And that would also show that Mr. Harrison that you're getting along too, right?
And explain that why to go a little faster so I don't trip over you.
Absolutely. And if you have the explanation, he understands why you're asking him to move faster, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I love those ideas. You've come up with some great ideas. Okay, so in order to make lunch go a little bit smoother, next time, what are we going to do?
Say please and thank you and do what I'm told.
Okay, yep, that would go well. And if Mr. Harrison puts someone in between you and Brody again, and you are getting along with him, then what are you going to
Just
do?
explain how we are getting along.
Okay. And if Mr. Harrison still decides to put someone in between
And
you,
usually Brody backs up.
okay, he backs you up.
No, usually he gives Mr. Harrison a look and then he just puts someone in front of him.
Okay, gotcha. So if Mr. Harrison puts someone in between and you've explained to him that you and Brody are getting along that day, and Mr. Harrison still feels like somebody needs to go in between you two, what are you going to do then?
Just deal with it.
Okay, just be okay with it. And if Mr. Harrison keeps that person in between you and Brody, what is he trying to tell you?
That usually we're not getting along.
And that what? What do you need to
We
do?
fight.
Okay, so what do you need to do in that case?
Try to be nicer to him.
Okay. To who?
Brody.
Okay. And maybe,
Mr. Harrison.
okay, and that might prove to him that you're okay in that spot. What do you think? Does that sound good? So, that's my goal for you, okay? When we go to lunch, right?
I'm not gonna be here at lunch.
I know, so tomorrow. When you're here tomorrow for lunch, that's what I want you to work on, is if anything happens where Mr. Harrison moves you around, you're going to, one,
Say please and thank you.
okay,
And tell him how me and Brody are getting along.
okay, or whoever he's putting you in between that you're getting along. And if that doesn't work, he still keeps that person in between you, what are you going to do?
Just deal with it.
Just deal with it and be okay with it, right? Okay, and maybe work on those things that you showed me to be a good friend so that maybe he'll let you sit by that person the next time. Okay?
Yeah.
Sound
I
good?
might get a haircut tonight.
Oh, yeah? You want a haircut tonight? Yeah? Did your mom say that you're going to get one?
Probably if I beg her.
Yeah. I think your hair looks very nice.
I hate it long.
You don't like it long?
No.
Is this long for you?
Yes.
Yeah. When's the last time you got it cut?
Not that while ago.
A while ago. So you're about due for one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I like
This
your
time
haircut.
I want it. This time I want it near my ears this time.
Oh, so a lot shorter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
that
just
looked
about got
nice
it to
and-
my ears last time.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
So what stopped you?
Mom said no.
Oh. Have you convinced her?
Yeah.
You have? So you think she's going to let you do it this time?
Probably
Okay.
if I have a good day.
Oh, well, good. Well, what are we going to do to make it a good day then?
Not cuss, not scream, or do anything bad.
Okay. So those are what we're not going to do. What are we going to do?
Do what the teacher tells you
Uh-huh.
and be good.
What's that mean?
Not explode stuff.
Okay. So do what the teacher tells you. You said that.
And not explode stuff or do
Mhm.
anything bad.
Okay. That's what you're not going to do. What are you going to do?
Walk down the hall.
Awesome. I like that. What else?
Not belch.
Okay. So what are you going to do instead?
Cover my mouth.
Cover your mouth. That's a good idea. Okay. Anything else you're going to do?
No.
Okay. I think those are great starts.
I just noticed that I have no shoes on.
You don't have shoes on. Where'd your shoes go? Were you getting ready for recess?
No.
Oh. Did you take them off in the classroom?
I don't know where they're at.
You don't know where they're at?
She set them somewhere and I don't even know where they're at now.
Alright. Do you want me to help you find your shoes?
No, she probably knows where they are.
Okay. Well, I'll help you go find her.
Okay.
Okay, really quick. So what are we going to do tomorrow for recess? Or for, lunch?
Do what he tells me and do not run down the hall.
Okay. But if he moves someone in front of you, you're going to work on...
Explain.
Yep.
Explain what he tells me to do.
Okay.
Or tell him that me and so-and-so been helping me.
Okay. And then if he says no, then you're going to...
Just deal with it.
and be okay with it and try next time. Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Molly. Good job.